Good morning, everybody. All right, so I just want to let you guys in on a secret. I make my dog's food. So let's get going. All right, first, we're gonna I have thawed out 2 tubes of ground turkey, 2 1-pound tubes of ground turkey. So I'm just gonna cut this open. I've had my crock pot on low for a minute now, so it's gonna start cooking as soon as it gets in there. We're just gonna do 2 of these. I like to have them thawed before I put them in the crock pot, because if you don't, they just sit there as big lumps of meat and then they cook and then it's harder to chop up. So look, what I do is, since it's thawed in here and it's smushy right now, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of mush it up before it cooks. Because if you cook it like this and then it's 2 big cooked lumps of meat, it's just harder to chop up and mix up at the end. So we're gonna save ourselves the trouble right here at the front end. Now I know some of you are probably like, why are you taking the time to do this? You can buy dog food. It's been a thing forever. I know, but I have 2 little dogs and they're a huge part of my heart. Since they've been on this homemade dog food, they're at perfect weights. Their coats are shinier and softer than ever. And Rita has a skin condition, but not when she's eating this. Her skin condition is gone. Real quick, I also want to give credit to Zesty Paws. This is something I also put in Rita's food just once a day, 2 pumps once a day, and it completely gets rid of her little dry skin condition that she's got going on. It's non-existent now. All right, so we're just gonna pop our lid on this meat. Our crock pot is on low. I'm gonna go ahead and get our rice and lentils started. So I'm gonna use my rice cooker for this. This is the cup my rice cooker came with. 1 cup of rice. All right, we're just going to cover this and set it down to cook. I filled this up to the 2 mark because I put 2 cups of something dry in there. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio as long as you use that cup that came with your rice cooker. All right, so in the meantime, we're gonna add a bag of frozen peas and carrots to our turkey. Also, there's so many variations of veggies and things that you can put in this that is gonna give your dogs a lot of vitamins and nutrients. Peas and carrots are always good. Sometimes I put sweet potatoes, frozen or not frozen. It doesn't really matter because it's gonna cook in the crock pot for some hours. So everything's gonna get soft and delicious. All right, guys, our rice and lentils are cooking. Our turkey, peas, and carrots are cooking together. This is just something extra. If you have something that's a vegetable that's like you're not gonna eat, maybe it's going bad, not in the worst way. So this is some lettuce I have, some green leaf lettuce. It's not bad, it's not rotting, it's just a little wilted for me. So I'm just gonna chop it up really small and add it to my dog's food just for a couple extra vitamins. I know lettuce isn't super rich in vitamins, but just as a filler, if you will, and it'll be super great. Also, guys, look, I cut the end off. I've been growing my romaine from its stalks. This is one I have so far. We're also gonna try to grow this green leaf lettuce the same way. I've just added it to a cup with a little water, and we're gonna put it in the windowsill and see how it does. Just gonna cut this pretty small. All right, so we're just going to add this to our turkey and veggie mixture that we've got going in the crock pot already. Right on top. I'm not gonna mix this up or anything yet. That lettuce will wilt from the heat. The turkey will cook on the bottom. The frozen peas and carrots will thaw out in the middle. When everything's done, I'm gonna mix it up, then mix in the lentils and rice. So stay tuned. When all of this is done in about 4 hours, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, okay? All right, guys, so I just got out of the shower. The dog's food is done. The rice and lentils are cooked. So I've mixed all of this together and chopped it up really good, a little extra. Now we're just gonna add the rice and lentils and mix it all up, and so you can see what it looks like. All right, so I've got my rice and lentils all in here. We're just gonna break them up and mix them all in together. Okay, guys, so here we have it. Homemade, healthy dog food. If you were a dog, tell me you wouldn't tear that up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just going to set this on a counter for a little bit so it'll cool off, and then it'll be time to feed these puppies.